What's going on, family? How y'all doing out there today? I'm doing pretty well. Been having a eventful and insightful trip coming up. I've been haven't been posting as rapidly and frequently as I should, but don't worry, the videos will be coming soon, faster, fresher, and better than ever. Just celebrated my 24th birthday. Um, about a couple of weeks ago on the third of October. So yeah, things have been pretty good, pretty well, pretty mellow. Um, but there's a topic I have to talk about, and the topic today is I'm going to really I don't get. I'm going to talk about how I don't really understand how people can talk about or prefer the Madea Boo Halloween, whatever it's called, versus the um, Birth of a Nation. And it just reminds me that this country and the African American community has still needs a lot of growing and preparation, and they are still confused on what's really important. We are in a dire time and dire situation, and I understand that we also need those times for fun and laughter and, you know, really enjoying life. But we've done it so much to the point that now we don't understand when there's a statement, it's time for for business, and there's a statement that needs to be made as a country as a whole. Um, it already made, I think the movie just came out Friday or something like that. It already made more money than Birth of a Nation. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. Has already made or in its one day, or it's one day, and it's sad to see that the community cares more about a black man in a dress than a movie that symbolizes a rebellion against slavery. Now let's get to the nitty gritty because I know I'm gonna have those people talking about it, so I'm gonna talk about it. People are saying the reason why they don't want to support this man's movie, Nate Park, I believe that's his name, was because it was a rape case he had faced years ago, and it turned a lot of black women off, from really supporting the guy because some say he wasn't remorseful enough or didn't seem like he was sorry about the situation. And I'll say it like this: he raping someone is wrong, period, point blank. Don't get it twisted. That shit is disgusting. It makes him less of a man. I even look at him as like, whoa, dude, that shit was crazy. Excuse my language. So when it comes to just that info and that part of the reason why people don't want to support his movie, I completely understand. But then on the other hand, you rather support a movie of a man still dressing as a woman. Now let me address that because I know people are going to come for me. The internet goes crazy. There's no disrespect to any of the LBGT communities at all. No disrespect to none of those people, but or those organizations. But I look at it as this: what's popular and what's talked about symbolizes our what we going through in society today, the social activity of the world today. And it's safer to see a black man basically being emasculated. And the reason why I say it like that is because just because he's in a dress don't make him weak, but that symbol of he's in a dress and he has to be a woman to be funny or to make money really shows that we as a culture don't want to end the I want to say we don't want to end the image of us being weak as men. And black men need to be strong, not represented as something other than that masculine strength that they hold. Now, when it comes back to the birth of a nation and the whole rape case, it's always something, right? When a black person is in a movie and they want to express how history was, recorded and how history was. And when he basically Nat Turner, he rebelled against slavery. And then all of a sudden, it's just so convenient that the story comes back out when he was in movies before. It's kind of convenient, coincidental that when it comes to something that we need to see, we don't need no more Kunta Kinte, no more Roots. We don't need any more of that Amistad and Django Unchained. Well, Django Unchained. Yeah. We don't need any more slavery movies like 12 Years a Slave that are basically movies of black slaves not fighting back, except for Django. But other than that, in all the other movies, they weren't fighting back. Now that you get a movie that represents what's going on today, as in black people are tired of the country that they live in, where it's unsafe to drive your car without being stopped by a police officer, and that fear of getting hurt or dying that day, I feel like it's very coincidental that they decided to talk about his rape case just so people wouldn't go see the movie. That's how I feel personally. Um, and that's what I want to talk about today, family, because it's just it's weird. I would say that word. It's weird that we'll go support another Madea film, but we won't support a film that is different for this day and age because they never show films about slaves rebelling. And that's all I want to talk about today, guys. It's irking a bit to see what's going on, but I'm hoping that we come together as a people to understand that our mental state needs to rise for us to get out these dire situations that's going on right now in this country. That's all I want to talk about today. Peace.